Welcome, everybody. This is the very first episode of EagleFan Watches. I am the EagleFan, and I am starting a new channel here tonight. Finally, I've intended to start this for a while, but this looks like a great place to start. I have always been a baseball fan, going back to as a young child, though I will admit it gets tedious. The whole 162 game season, if they could cut that down and make it so that each game is a little bit more important, I would like that better. But I know that's not going to be the case because of this, because of money. But with that said, I am going to watch the highlights of the World Baseball Classic final between Venezuela and the United States. I have no idea what the outcome of it was, so I am curious. I will admit I have suspicions. That's all I'm going to say. I have suspicions, but that's it. Only because of what I haven't seen. Let's put it that way. So I'm curious, want to see how this went, how they did, and welcome. Sorry, I just totally lost track of what I was saying there. Somebody sent me a message here and I saw that. I am recording this as I wait to go pick up my daughter from the airport, getting back from seeing a friend, and her flight got delayed a lot, so I'm actually going to be picking her up after 3 a.m. in the morning and just trying to get my schedule according to that. Wanted to get a little something done in the meantime, so I thought this was a great idea. I've been looking to start this channel. I almost thought about starting this channel with a watching of K-pop Demon Hunters, but that very well may be the second video that I do on this channel. This channel is going to be dedicated to me reacting to things that are not music videos. The EagleFan main channel I'm going to keep with anything musical. I'm going to do EagleFan Watches, and I'm also working on some stuff for EagleFan Speaks, where it's just me talking about things for whomever may want to listen in. So I am ready. Sorry. I was just looking at that message again, just making sure everything was okay. I am ready for this. Hopefully subsequent videos get a little bit better than this. I will be adding more to this. Right now I still have the main EagleFan Eagle popped up over there. I am going to try to change that. Want to maybe change the look of the screen formatting a little bit. And I don't know if you happen to have seen the same intro. It means I still haven't finished creating the new intro, but I hopefully get an intro for EagleFan Watches. And hopefully that's up and ready to go for this first video. This won't be up until later today. There's no way I'm going to finish doing all the editing before I go pick her up. And after I get home, it will probably be almost 6 a.m. in the morning. So at that point, I'm going to lay down and sleep. Not that any of this has any bearing on what's happening here. Let's bring this up and let's see how they did. Let's go.
From Miami, welcome to the 2026 World Baseball Classic on Fox, presented by Capital One, and we've reached the final. And what a matchup we've got. It is Venezuela against the United States in front of a packed house, a loud crowd. This is going to be awesome. Lineup for the championship game from Mark DeRosa. The noteworthy spots are at third base, where Alex Bregman is back in there instead of Gunnar Henderson. Venezuela in the finals for the first time, and their biggest superstar leads off the game. Off we go with a line drive base hit to left center field. Acuna wastes no time doing what he often does. There were a couple of two-strike hits. Italy just couldn't put him away. This is on the ground to third and could be two. There's one and a double play. 5-4-3, they ring him up and wipe the bases clean.
Few years you have in the big leagues. That right there is the
Harper
set.
Over there.
That's what he needed to reset the heartbeat. This is not normal.
And another thing to get out there and actually execute on those feelings. Luis Ariz with a weak fly ball into center field. And thanks to the double play ball, it takes him just 5 pitches to retire the side in the first.
Start to the game.
Left-hander Eduardo Rodriguez on the hill for Venezuela. Bobby Witt Jr. leads off and sends a fly ball to center field that Jackson Chourio will drift back on. And both leadoff hitters being aggressive in this ball game. He just missed. BP sessions each day, trying to make it click in. Slices a pop fly into shallow left field, and an easy one for Ezequiel Tovar. 2 up and 2 down for Rodriguez. The chance from the Venezuela fans. Bolche, they say, finishing. And Rodriguez does.
Ooh, I don't know on that one.
He
That may have been
likes
outside.
to swing at those, no matter where they are. Got a chase on one of those big breaking pitches. One that. Wow. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. On 3 pitches, he strikes out
right at the
Torres.
black.
I really think
that
on 3
was
runs. I
a little
don't
bit
think
sad.
that'll be the case. No matter what happens in this game, probably more Venezuelan than USA.
Great pitch right on the black.
Tovar pokes one off the end of the bat, sinking for a 2-out hit. The shortstop of the Colorado Rockies, who's had a big WBC, keeps the second inning going. Tovar dancing. High fly into shallow left center field. Bobby Witt waits for it to come down, and Nolan McLean, 2 scoreless innings to get the championship game rolling. Third against the Dominican Republic in his.
Okay, we will pause there for a moment. Is that Schwarber? Yes. Okay. Sorry. I'm watching it on a very, very small screen there, so reading the names is not really easy. So, good start so far. It's not, at least so far, it's not like any one team jumping way out. A couple little close calls on a couple of those pitches. And let's see. What is the count? The count is 2-2. So it's either going to be a strikeout or a Schwarbomb. I'm hoping to see plenty of those this year.
First start of the Classic is 2-2 to Schwarber. Is cut on and miss. Guy that does not get
First
very much
option.
swing and miss.
Fastball, and he got the changeup.
Soft bouncing ball right side. Ariz will take it himself. 2 up and 2 down in the second. Has him slotted into the leadoff spot going into opening day for the Red Sox. Big swing and a little tapper. Has some English on it, but it's picked up by Rodriguez, who's retired the first 6.
Quick innings here.
Exactly what he's doing, like sinkers and off his speed.
Ooh.
Dumps a base hit into right field to start this third. Jackson Chourio's at the plate. Chourio's down quickly on 3 pitches. McLean gets him.
Like that, you have to throw across your body and use your legs. That creates that friction and spin. And that tight spin is what's hard to pick up. I know people at home will say, why can a guy swing at a pitch like that? Because
He must have set him up with a good fastball. I bet.
With a fastball. Acuna takes the walk. Venezuela's got him at first and second.
Well, that pitch looked decent.
That's
That one was.
He overthrows the curve and the runners advance. 2-2. Garcia
Not a good inning for.
drives the ball in left center field. Buxton and Nolan will get there. But
That's
one
bringing in a
pitch
run.
after the wild pitch, Venezuela strikes first. Sacrifice fly, Michael Garcia to score Salvador Perez.
Get him on, get him over, get him in.
He'd already thrown a wild pitch.
Although get him
And this
over
one
was
is
thanks
right
to the
down the
pitcher.
middle and up, and that's the easiest pitch to hit a fly ball to score that run. So one thing leads to the other, and the stress of second and third, and just
A rise. Pulls one sharply, but it's right at Bryce Terrain. Venezuela's on the board first. A sacrifice
Could have been
fly
much
from
worse.
Michael Garcia. Scoring the captain, Salvador Perez. The drums have been banging all week. Game had the game-winning home run. 11th inning of Game 7. Skies this one down the left field line into the triangle out there. Who will it be? Abreu the call and the catch. Milwaukee Brewers second baseman on 1-0. Grounds one right side and through, and there is the first base runner for Team USA. Not a surprise that it's Terang who has increased his name throughout this classic the last 3 years. Takes his lead at first. Not going. Buxton's down on strikes. He's got that change-up butterflying up there.
good job right now. Mixing and matching. In, fastball, then change up.
Just had 2 at-bats. Trey Turner was the star at shortstop. In the air to center field, sends Churio back. He's got it spotted, says, I've got it. That's the inning.
Which got that
gets its first base
warning
runner
track
up for the
down.
show for. 3 in the books in the championship.
When is he going to get one just a
It'll be the
little
8th
more
pitch this
solid?
time. It's a ground ball to second, and an easy one for Bryce Terrain for the first out of the 4th.
Like you saw the first 2 games, much different talent though they're playing.
That's strike 3 on Torres. 4th one for McLean. 2 gone in the 4th.
About that lineup that Team USA has, as we look at this fastball is catching in the outside part of the plate, maybe, and they just haven't clicked. Now, when they click, they get into a bunch of lower stress.
This guy is
relative. Tovar flexes this one into
Calling
foul
a
ground.
little-
Bryce Harper runs under it. Quiet inning for Venezuela. Nolan McLean looking
Around.
good. Can the offense match him? 1-0.
Okay, so that was
for the
Harper
last
over
of the
there.
4th.
On the shoulder, and then gets it up ready.
I'm going to pause briefly. I apologize. I'm sorry. So I guess that was Harper at first. I guess he's not wearing number 3. And it's been interesting so far. I think the umpire seems to have a wide strike zone. I haven't really noticed anything so far on the replays on the high versus low. Like I know in that last game, everybody's complaining about that one called strike, even though the umpire was calling anything low. So wasn't any different than the rest of the game, and that one pitch didn't actually change anything. You know, calling that a ball didn't suddenly give the game to the other team. So all I'm saying. So let's keep going here. I'm hoping. I don't know what Harper's deal is. He has not, at least in every game that I've seen, has not looked good. And I'm not judging that on how the season will be. I remember the last time, it was right when the Phillies had signed Turner. And he did such a great job in the WBC. I remember thinking like, oh man, this is going to be a great year. And then like the first month or so, it was like, oh, he was horrible. Gotta say that he was horrible at that start, and then he picked it up. So I'm hoping, this isn't any significance here. So let's see what we've got.
to fire is just a little bit off.
Second, Torres. 1 out.
That timing as he goes on through the year
To put the team together, but since they've gotten together in these few weeks. The 1-2 from Rodriguez. Judge strikes out for the second time.
What a great sign for him as he moves forward to the regular
They're not
season.
looking that good at the plate.
He is painting as if he's been mid-season form.
Left-handed hitters against left-handed pitching in baseball.
He will have the green light.
4-pitch walk, and Schwarber's aboard with 2 gone in the 4th.
He's good at drawing walks.
Grounded to short. Tobar's got it, feeds Torres, and 4 scoreless innings for Eduardo Rodriguez. The bullpen's carrying most of the load.
Yeah, we thought the offenses would establish themselves.
Here's a drive to center field off of the bat of Abreu. Wilyer Abreu hits it out.
Players like this are making.
So far, it's giving me kind of what I was suspecting.
Dead center field for Wilyer Abreu. Lost his helmet on his trip around the bases. He didn't need that anymore. Left-handed swing that is just pretty. Line to center field, routine for Buxton. 1 away in the 5th.
I kind of wish they had this back when I was younger. When I was a
Flips it
kid,
into
I would have
shallow
loved
center.
this.
Terang is out. 2 away. Solid start for him. Really good start when you consider the lineup that he's facing off with.
He did a great job. He limited the damage and had traffic on basically every base, so or every inning. So he's
taking his lumps in this classic, though. Acuna grounds one up the middle to Witt. Will have to hurry with Acuna's speed. A low throw is picked by Harper.
Nice play by Harper there.
Bryce Harper bails out Bobby Witt Jr. right there.
Okay, so that is Harper over there at first. 24, not 3. Sorry. And it's kind of going like I was expecting. Like I said, I had suspicions because I'm doing this a day after, and I realized that I did go on Facebook earlier today and I didn't see any friends posting boasting type of posts about winning. So my suspicions are that Venezuela wins, but I could be wrong. I didn't necessarily see a lot of stuff about this on my feed, so I'm hoping maybe I'm just missing something there. But I'm definitely guessing that if they did win, that none of the Phillies players actually did anything of note, because I definitely know that people that I'm friends with would have happily posted about the Phillies players doing well. Let's keep going. I don't know. Let's see where we're at. We're through 5, so we've got an official game in already. Let's see what we get next. I am so out of things with baseball anymore. When I was a kid, I practically could have told you the lineups for every team in the league. I was so into baseball back then. With baseball card collection, a sporting news subscription, where I used to love just pouring through and looking at the box scores every week. And yes, total sports geek back then. But anymore, I don't really watch it as much. I can't get into it throughout the entire year. something like this is good because it's a short tournament with every game being meaningful. So let's keep going here. Let's go USA. We have, actually, in looking at this, we're done the 5th inning. So we're technically over halfway there. But, yeah, I'm going a little meta here. But still only less than 10 minutes through a 22-minute video. So there's still over 12 minutes left. So that tells me there's going to be more stuff happening here since we're getting through this pretty quickly so far.
Will Smith, Bryce Terang to follow in this 5th. 2-0 Venezuela. Here's a payoff. Anthony rounds one gently to second. Torres will throw him out. That is watching. Rodriguez with one of his finest performances in years.
That was a good outing.
Edward Bizardo. 6+ scoreless innings against Japan. 7+ scoreless innings last night against Italy.
So those are 2 pretty good numbers.
Another 2-2. Breaks in there. Strike 3. Buckles the knees of Smith.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to pause just briefly here. What was he talking about there? Saying 7+ innings yesterday against Italy. Because I know there's a thing where there's no way they would allow that pitcher to go 7 innings yesterday and then be back out there pitching again today. I know they were mentioning there being some hard rules where, okay, if they throw this many pitches, they can't play again for X number of days. Or pitch again for X number of days. So I'm just curious. That is the thing about watching the highlights like this, is there's probably a larger conversation that I'm missing there. Let's keep going. Let's go. Let's see something good here.
Now a 2-2. Terang grounds it gently. Torres waits. 1-2-3 5th. 2-0 Venezuela.
Oh wait,
the
I'm sorry.
Into the finals. Garcia sends a fly ball to
We weren't
center
through the
field for
5th inning
Byron
yet.
Buxton. And the first out of the 6. There's these Venezuelans that knocked Japan out of the tournament. So that bridge a little bit longer than perhaps necessary. Luis Arraez to center field as well, and Byron Buxton with a busy 6. 2 out. Keller home with an 0-2. And he makes quick work of Venezuela in the 6th. 7 pitches to go 1-2-3.
Okay, I apologize. I keep forgetting that U.S. is playing as the home team here because I know they didn't win their pool. So I'm assuming then that Venezuela didn't win their pool. So I'm not sure how they determine the home versus away on this one. But, okay, so now we're just finishing the top of the 6th. Still, though, we're still quite a ways through and still quite a bit left. So I'm curious if anything else happens here or if we go into extras or what. Sorry, I'm just trying to overthink things. I got to stop overthinking things. Let's watch. Let's see if U.S., who do we have coming up here? Buxton, Witt Jr., and Harper. And Witt Jr. is the only one that's been hitting anything. And so they need to do something before Harper makes the 3rd out. Sorry, I don't mean to sound negative there, but I don't know. Has he gotten a hit? Every time I've watched either these summaries or a couple times where I caught some of the actual games, I have not seen him get a hit. I have not seen him get a hit.
The 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Here it comes from Buto. And a fly ball carved out to left field. Well, your Abreu's there. All the way in the 6th.
The thing about this offense and about this game, they've been 4 straight 2-out hits.
And a weak pop flying to shallow right field. Foul ground arrives.
Well, he got it to that warning track type area.
It can't go on forever, can it? But forever isn't that long from now. And the sprint for the moment, if Harper could reach, they get judged to the plate as the tying run. There it is. Harper with a 2-out hit to right. And up comes the captain.
Got a hit.
Chopper to third, Garcia. Inning over.
Okay.
After 6, Venezuela 2, United States nothing. The United States, the bottom of the 7th coming up. Top arm still available for Venezuela to try and lock it down. Oh, wave and a miss. No chance for Torres against
slider, I think.
Nasty. Tight. Looked like he never had a chance, but that pitch was coming out of his hand. Looked like
Venezuela something extra special. Great history of shortstops in that country. Cracked into left center field and a base hit for the latest and greatest shortstop out of Venezuela. Ezequiel Tovar with a 1-out single.
short, quick to the ball, line drive.
There's only one Venezuelan-born player in the Hall of Fame. It is the original Venezuelan
moment for Team Venezuela ever.
Tovar dancing around. He lays off. Now it's tap left side. Bregman will go to first for out number 2.
They don't want to give up another run here.
Well, Joe, you won't see it in the box score tomorrow, but a huge play by South.
Schwarber set to lead off the next inning. That's a little blooper into shallow center field. On comes Judge. He's there. And Will Vest works the score to 7th inning.
They needed to keep that run from scoring.
Game. It's 2-0 Venezuela. Schwarber starting the 7th, and he's down on strikes.
Farther going out with a whimper.
Paint. Pressure, I said, on the outside part of the strike zone. Hard to lay off of all of them.
In this single knockout tournament, once you get through group play. Down the line, Garcia calmly chucks it across and gets it.
I gotta say, I like the
Andres Machado, 5 games
the
in
catcher's
the Classic,
equipment,
has not given up a run.
Where it's their flag. That's cool. That is very cool. Their flag colors.
In the air behind first. Jimenez to the foul line. He's got it.
Well,
Venezuela's fired 7 scoreless innings against the United States.
It's not looking good.
Losing to a championship.
Yeah, really. I mean,
3 pitches, 1 out.
You know, the
U.S. is getting some good pitching.
Is about the offense because these guys are all.
But their offense has just
6 outs.
Been shut down by the Venezuelan pitching
going
so
back
far.
out there for the 8th. Palencia ready for the 9th as Acuna bounces one to short for Bobby Witt Jr. 2 gone in the 8th. You're watching in the big cities like Caracas and Maracaibo and Valencia.
I'll be happy for Ranger Suarez, though.
1-1 to Garcia. It is flipped in the air, back of home. Smith will give it a look. He's got room. Griffin Jacks on 8 pitches retires the side. The pitching continues to do its part. Can the offense find it? They're running out of time.
They're running out of time.
USA hitters are looking
literally was about to say what he just said. It sunk in as I started to say.
Squeezed it. Buenos noches. 3 pitches to get Terang. 1 gone in the 8th.
That's a changeup.
He was just firing on that.
Soft bouncer. Crow Armstrong hustling. Jimenez is as well. 2 out. First time that Lopez thought that he was going to have a chance. It was
4 outs left.
It's a 4-pitch walk and a 3rd consecutive inning, Johnny, where they've gotten a 2-out base runner. Judge is next.
Let's see if Harper can get a hit here. He did it last time to fool me.
Machado's 1-0 pitch. Harper sends a fly ball to deep
Go!
center field. Better late than never. Bryce Harper has tied the championship.
I've seen many of those. So no matter how down I can get on him, once in a while he'll then go and do something like that. Nice. Okay.
USA got home field advantage to be in this position. Boom.
The salute as Bryce Harper connects. Changes everything.
It was a coin flip that they won.
Valencia, the guy that they wanted to get to close this game. 1-2 to Judge is right at the knees for strike 3 to end the inning. 3rd strikeout of the night for
That was
DeFallo.
a good pitch.
That's a leadoff walk for Luis Ariz.
That one's tough right there.
I have no idea what that was.
The middle flat. That's the ones he launches.
Sanoja runs. Throw from Will Smith is not in time. He's stolen second. It skipped in there. It looked into left center field, headed for the gap, and Venezuela has retaken the lead. And Eugenio Suarez just like that.
That was a nice hit. That was a nice hit.
Well, you ask what pitch is he like? It's the flat pitch over the middle of the plate. And he didn't miss it.
And an explosion in that dugout and in the stadium and bottom of the 9th. 8th pitch of the at-bat is popped up to left field for Roman Anthony. And the first out.
Well, they need
Tovar's
to
got 2
get
hits
through
here in
without
the
letting that other
championship.
run come in.
Pops it up. There's only 1 out. Suarez was moving. I don't know if he thought there's 2 outs or he was running with a pitch, but he's able to get back because of his hit so high. Fly ball left field, Roman Anthony going back shy of the track. He's got it.
Okay.
Fasten those seatbelts. To the bottom of the 9th we go.
Trying not to meta
On a
based
2-2
on how
pitch,
much time
Schwarber
left.
swings and misses. 1 out in the 9th.
Hoping for a Schwarber bomb there.
Top of the zone fastball.
He just threw it by him.
Way up. When it comes down, Venezuela is going to be an out away from a championship.
I'm sorry, I was just finding that amusing there. When it comes down, they'll be 1 out away. I'm like, what? Watch them drop it or something. Okay. Congratulations, Venezuela. Congratulations. That was cool. That was nice. I like this kind of thing. Short tournament. Every game means something. Congratulations to them. So, I'll stop it there and say again, congratulations, Venezuela. I suspected that they won, like I said, because I hadn't seen any posts. Surprising, though, that I didn't see any posts about the Harper home run. Usually when a Philly does something, I've got a few people on my Facebook feeds that will always say, hey, we'll get that. But fortunately, it didn't work out for the Team USA, which apparently is overpaid. Maybe, I don't know. I keep hearing about how much money all of the people on that team is making, and how it should be one of the best teams in the world. And they didn't really seem to impress me much, to be honest with you. I mean, they got to the final, which was great, but based on how much they were pumped up in terms of, or hyped up, I should say, that I think they definitely, it's hard to say, yes, they made it to the final and they lost in the final as an underachieving team, but I think they were an underachieving team. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the WBC? What do you think about the tournament? What do you think about Team USA? And what do you think about congratulations to Venezuela? And anything else? I was kind of hoping that there was going to be a matchup with Japan. That would have been cool. Wanted to see Otani play a little bit more. He would look so much better in a Phillies uniform than one of those ugly Dodgers uniforms. Oh, horrible, horrible team. Sorry. But as a Phillies fan, I will never like the Dodgers. I still remember back to 78, was it? That was not a catch. That was a trapped ball. Stupid umpire. That was the Angel Hernandez of umpires before Angel Hernandez, I guess. Anyway, sorry. I don't have a grudge based on that. Not at all. Thank you for joining me. And I plan on seeing more things, watching more things. I just need to figure out what way to go with this channel. So thank you again. And until next time, take care, everybody. Bye.